Okay, hello people YouTube. Okay, Mr. J here. Okay, so we all know for a generation since 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, Superman was always a white guy who was an alien from outer space and who was super had supernatural abilities. He had self-confidence, he was outgoing, he could bend steel with his bare hands. He was very muscular, he was white, pale, he had superhuman strength, he could fly in the air. Women loved him. Every woman wanted to jump into bed with him. He was a guy that Lois Lane lusted after. She lusted at Clark Kent was the opposite. He was beta male. He was weak. He was shy. He was insecure. He was clumsy. He was what most women would consider a weak beta male. He was weak. He was, just some weak white guy who just was shy around women, never been on a date with a woman, insecure. Lois would come to her with her problems. She would put him as in a friend zone and put Superman as the guy who she would sleep with. But anyway, besides Superman theories, there is Michael B. Jordan's a black guy, and he's a big fan of Superman. He says he was a kid. He's loved the comic. He read the comic books, the movies, the TV shows that came out. The cartoon series that came out in the 1990s. There was a cartoon Superman cartoon. Michael B. Jordan is an African American male. He's been in the Creed movies, Creed 1 and 2. He's done Rocky movies, the sequels. He did Creed 1 and 2, which are really good, entertaining movies. He was on The Wire, which came out 2002 about Baltimore, how African Americans in poverty selling drugs. It's supposed to be it depicts a life of African Americans in the inner city poverty, and it's a really good show. He was in season 1 of that he had little braids. He gets killed off in the show. But Michael B. Jordan is a very successful multimillionaire, respected. He was in the Black Panther movie, which was increasingly successful, one of the first African American comic books come to life, and it's a really good movie. I know the guy that played in the movie died a couple months ago. But he thinks that it's racist that there has never been a black Superman, and he wants to be the first black Superman. And white people are angry. They're all over the social media in real life too. A lot of white people do not want to see an African American guy play Superman. They don't want to see an African American guy play Spider Man. They don't want to see an African American guy play Captain America. A lot of racist people a lot of white people just don't want to see black people play comic book characters. That hey, we can a black guy can play the Incredible Hulk. Comic books are mostly supposed to be just for white people. They don't want to see an African American person with people my skin tone or darker or even light skin. They don't want to see anybody who's of African descent. They do not want to see any African American play. I don't care if it's Will Smith. I don't care if he's like dark skin like Snoop Dogg. I don't care if he's my color, like Denzel Washington. They do not want to see an African American person play in a comic book movie. Or they're already going crazy on social media. Mr. J here, peace.